No matter where I am in the world, what I'm doing, even if it's Christmas Day, I start with just some morning steps. Number one, all right, I've just been asleep. It's pretty early. Get up at the same time every day. All right, that's point number one. Now, 4:30 is a bit extreme. I don't really expect any to do that. That's me on my prep schedule. Normally, it's between 4:30 and 5 a.m. whenever I wake up. I set my alarm for 5 a.m. I don't really want to set an alarm before that. But this morning I was like just awake at 20 past 4. I was like, just get up and start going. If I wake up before 4 a.m., I just force myself to stay in bed. Okay, so 4 a.m. is the cut off, and then like 5 a.m. is the latest I'll get up. But yeah, so fastest cardio and checking to go and do, which means I need some hydration to start the day. Okay, I think a key part, first thing you should do when you wake up is some activity. I think the worst thing you can do is get up and just sit on your phone in bed. Okay, activity straight away for digestive health, for mental health, is the best thing. But go to the gym, you know, buy a walking pad for your house if you can. They're about 150 to 200 quid. So there's options. But yeah, all right, so I've got about a litre of water there. Quickly, we'll touch on supplements in this video. First up, 2 capsules diet support. I do take 4 capsules of essentials for EPA, DHA, vitamin K2 and D3. We have glutamine for gut health. Again, taking this on an empty stomach in the morning. Fantastic. I add 5 grams extra there, and then I have that with my daily as well. Apple and cranberry. This is what's going to make this taste good. This has collagen, creatine, glutamine, and leucine in it. So everything you sort of need to start your day properly. And it tastes banging. There's loads of flavors. So right, that is my morning concoction of drinks / supplements. I will take this out with me, drink it during cardio. I'll be totally transparent with you. I will probably have a Monster as well. And now we're gonna go take our check-in, send it over to Kyle. We did run a small high day yesterday. Weight was dropping quite nicely. Did a very small top up, 600 grams of carbs total. So it's around, I'll work it out. Food has changed considerably since last week's 4-day of eating video. Pretty much after I filmed that video the next day, he dropped food by, I think it was about 400 calories each day. So weight started to move, which was nice. Just a small top up yesterday, and then we have legs today, which is why I've not got cardio this morning technically. So I have 5 lots of 35 minutes of cardio per week. Cardio means heart rate 130 to 140 BPM. So I don't have that on my 2 leg days each week, and today is one of those days, because a big focal point for me this prep is maintaining size and the tissue that we've added to my quads. So right now we don't need cardio on leg day. Fat loss is occurring, that we can just prioritize training today, which is great. How long that'll last, I don't know. If we need to do cardio, we will. I quite like cardio, so it doesn't really bother me. But I'm still doing steps this morning, so it's just a lower intensity cardio, shall we say. And that's again what I touched on earlier, is routine. Now, if you watched my videos before, my days in my life, you will know I start every single day, year round, no matter where I am in the world, what I'm doing, like even if it's Christmas Day, right, I start with just some morning steps. And to some people that may sound weird, like especially the Christmas thing, and I get that. But if I don't, my mental health, I don't know why, it is just shocking for the day. I'm a lethargic all day. I feel really sleepy and tired. My appetite's not as good. My digestion's not as good. It's just, for as long as I can remember now, I just love just morning steps. And I think the main thing that I love about this time is it's just time for me. I'm relaxed. I've just got this time to myself that I can just put headphones on, fucking zone out, and just do a bit of cardio, feel good. We are retaining a lot of size this prep compared to preps prior. It's certainly been a different approach, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and the look so far is significantly better. I also think, that I'm just a significantly better athlete this year. which is weird to say because I thought I was good last year. But in hindsight, I stressed myself out so much and just did too much all the time. Whereas this year, it's like when I started bodybuilding. It's weird. It's very refreshing. I feel like I'm doing it for me again, and I'm actually just enjoying the prep. I think Kyle's a major part of that because there is also a massive element of me that's like wanting to impress him and wanting to do him proud and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a good place to be in. Because it is legs today, we've got mobility now. This is something I started doing in prep. It's something I really need to do year round, I'll be honest. So if you're watching this, please do your mobility. But even with mobility, with direct tissue work from a sports therapist once or twice a week, I still get so bound up in prep from the steps, from the training. And this tool, just I fucking love it, right? So I'm gonna do 5 minutes drilling my legs now, post cardio, just to help loosen them off. Then I'm gonna hang from my inversion table for 5 minutes, decompress my spine. I am somebody who in the off season typically suffers with sciatica. And if you are somebody who suffers with sciatica, you know, I'm sorry to hear, it's fucking horrible. I cannot promise you it will be the saving grace, but the single thing, I tried everything, right? The only thing that made a massive, dramatic difference was when I started using an inversion table every single day. Just keeping my spine decompressed, it made such a difference. So they're big, they're annoying, they take up a lot of space, but if it means you can put your shoes on in the morning, it's worth it in my opinion. And then we'll do our morning posing. So I've already done 2 rounds of posing this morning for my check-in. I'll always do just 1 round first to warm up a little bit. Then I'll do my second round on video that I'll send to my coach to make sure the posing's actually good. If you are somebody who does check in and you are fucking lazy and you do it half asleep, you send shit photos, you're just making it harder on yourself because that coach is going to use those photos to make your plan. And if it's not a very accurate representation because you're rushing it, because you're being lazy, then the changes aren't going to be exactly what you need to make the most amount of progress. So yeah, do a couple rounds, make sure it's good. I don't know if you can see this. I do also have my lacrosse balls for the mobility, which hurt like fuck, but are really good for getting in and breaking things up. Now, in the off season, right now, I would eat my first meal because food is hard to get in. My digestion, my appetite is primed from the morning steps, and I'll just get my first meal in now, so it's out of the way. Obviously, in prep, got a little bit less food, which I'll touch on now, but I push that meal back a little bit because I train after 1 meal, which, to be honest, I wouldn't advocate for most people. Just for me, I love it. I much prefer to be in the gym around 10 a.m. when it's a little bit quieter. Again, I've got the luxury that I can choose when I train, and I prefer to train then. If I was training sort of midday-ish, I'd do 2 meals pre-workout, and in the off-season when food gets really high, I do 2 meals pre-workout because it's just easy to get my food in that way. In prep, just train after 1 meal. I just prefer it, but I think for most people, they'd benefit more from a few more meals before they train. Between now and then, what I would typically do, if it's a Monday to Friday, is client check-ins. So obviously, I'm a coach. A lot of my time is spent coaching. And so I will eat my first meal and then just go and do coaching work. As you've seen from my full days of eating my days in the life, you know, that's how I spend 7 hours of my day, if not more. On the weekends, I don't do check-ins. I structure all my check-ins Monday to Friday. Today is a Sunday, which is nice. So I've got no actual client check-ins. Obviously, when the season starts, which isn't that far away now, I have clients on stage most weekends. So actually, the reason I don't have check-ins on the weekend is because I'm normally dealing with stage clients, which obviously is very demanding. And also when I'm competing, then it's hard to manage. So that's why I've structured it that way. But it means that right now, great, I've got a little bit more of a relaxed day. I've got a couple of new starters to do and still some like form videos and stuff to get back to. It's not like I don't message clients on this day, it's just I don't do direct check-ins. So I've got a little bit of that to go and do, but primarily this morning, what I tend to do is, because it's a leg day, is I'm gonna relax as much as possible, keep my legs up, and just mentally get in the zone, should we say. So in the full day of eating, you saw I was eating on a normal training day, 3,200 calories. And now, well, pretty much straight after, it got dropped to 2,900 on a training day. The rest day before was 2,800, and now it is 2,500. Pretty much just carbs and fats removed from both those days. Protein's still nice and high, around that 300, 315 mark. But what I wasn't meant to say there was this prep obviously tried to be, you know, a lot more, enjoy it a lot more, be a lot more present, do different things. We've been building Lego, right? I think I said that last video. I've been reading books as well, right? Which, if you know me, that is never heard of. My mum couldn't believe it that I'd started reading books. She tried for, 18 years whilst I lived at home. I am dyslexic, so, cut me some slack. But Em and I read every night now, like separate books, not sat there reading, or she's not reading to me, don't worry. But yeah, so quite into, I can't read like just fictional books, story books. I don't really enjoy that. They have to be sort of more business related for myself, or like Stoic philosophy. That's a big one I'm enjoying right now. Got 2 books on the go around that. So any book recommendations, I doubt any of you do because you're all fucking meatheads, but if there are any nerds listening, please do DM me or comment on the video, a couple book recommendations, right? The other nerdy thing I've done, right, is I bought, I think it's called an ROG LIX. Basically, I played Xbox a lot as a kid, and I've not played Xbox in years. Like, the Xbox I've still got is the original Xbox One that came out in like 2013. I've still got that, so it's up to the TV. We watched the F1 on it. But I thought, right, fuck it, I've got a lot of travel coming up. The worst thing for me last year in peak week was when you sat around and you got nothing to do. Nidesh, who edits these videos, was out there with me. I just walked all day, every day. I just went out for steps, which is the worst thing you can do in prep, hence why my legs were non-existent last year. And again, that's what I mean, I'm a better athlete this year because I'm not going to stress myself out and stress walk. So I bought this, just take it with me, play some games. So again, along with book recommendations, please give me some game recommendations. Yeah, so that's been class this last week. Play it during cardio when I'm doing my steps. Just makes the time pass so quick. Wasn't cheap, but so far been loving it, and there is a lot of travel coming up. I think that is one of the big differences this year with Kyle is it has made me take more rest days than before. And it does sound very counterproductive from a prep environment. Is you always fall into the mindset of more is better. Certainly that's where my mind was last year. So I was overtraining, I was over cardioing, everything was too much, and my body was under so much inflammation and it wasn't recovering. My sleep was a little bit shot, and therefore my physique just didn't respond, and I lost a lot of muscle in the process of getting lean, which is not bodybuilding, right? Bodybuilding is about muscle, it's not just about condition. So I am an advocate of condition, yeah, but there is a way in which to get in condition, which is one thing I've learned this year, a lot more so. And so yeah, this prep, I am just listening. There have been days where Kyle's told me to pull back, and I'm like rolling my, I mean, even today, when he replied this morning saying to pull back a bit, I was like, fuck's sake, he told me this last week on this session. But last week, I had a fantastic session still. My legs progressed, everything, and then the next day we woke up at a new low, feeling fresh, but still at a new low. So fat loss was occurring, muscle was maintaining, if not improving, and condition was improving. And I was just like, yeah, you know what, he is right. So this prep, a big thing for me is just simply listen and execute. Reverse hyperextension, the most power lifter exercise, but actually the most beneficial exercise for your lower back health, in my opinion. More of a cool down, shall we say. Helps just stretch out, decompress my lower spine. Does still get a little bit more glute, hamstring, following the hamstring work we just did. Glute work we just did, I should say. And just a nice way for me to finish off and make sure I'm sort of stretched out, and I'm not just going to go home and seize up through my lower back after having a lot of spinal loading on the hack squat. If you don't have this machine, alternative is just do some dead hangs for a bit. That will also, it's not going to work your hamstrings and glutes the same, but it is going to decompress your spine and act as a little bit of a cool down. Back home, first thing I do when I get in from the gym is I take some GDAs, some berberine, glucose disposal agents, and then I eat my post-workout about 10-15 minutes after I've eaten those. So I'm going to whip that up now, let it cool a little bit, and then eat that. As I said, it's my last good meal of the day, shall we say. The rest get pretty sad now with low carbs, just mainly proteins and veg. But we've got to get peeled, so that's what we're going to do. It's nearly the conclusion of the morning routine, but that is typically my morning. Get up, a lot of the routine is obviously out in the morning, setting myself up for a successful day. Getting a lot of the chores done, shall we say, the cardios, although I love cardio, You know, if you leave cardio to the end of the day, it becomes a burden. Nobody looks forward to doing cardio at 9 p.m. at night, okay? Get up, get it done before you even have time to dread it. And then you'll finish it, you'll get that endorphin, that dopamine rush, and you'll feel fantastic and have a really productive day. So that was the mindset there. We're gonna whip up post-workout, enjoy this. What I do after I eat post-workout is I go and do 10-minute walk either outside. It's quite a nice day today, but I'm gonna go on the walking pad again out in the studio. Just to help that post-workout meal digest, help my blood glucose, insulin sensitivity, and also just get a few more steps in. So just wrapping up the morning routine, I think key takeaways is just set yourself up for a successful day. Like, if you currently don't have a morning routine, just start really simple. Just pick a time you're gonna wake up and wake up that time every single day. Whether you have work, whether you don't have work, go wake up at the same time. For circadian rhythm, sleep cycles, it's really important. Go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time. And like, if you're watching this video thinking, yeah, I'm gonna get myself a little routine, I am gonna get up, I am gonna go for a walk, I genuinely think it is life-changing for most people. Fucking do it, right? If you're saying you're gonna do it, you wanna do it right now watching this. It's very easy to sit there and say, when that alarm goes off tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and it's raining outside and you don't wanna do it, just actually do it. If you said you're gonna do something, fucking stick to it and do it, and just do it for 7 days and then see how you find it, okay? I guarantee you, once you've done that for 7 days, if you genuinely have the discipline and the self-adherence to be able to drag yourself through that for 7 days, you won't wanna go back to lying in bed in the morning on your phone, being all lethargic and, you know, not setting yourself up correctly for the day. So yeah, if you're gonna do it, actually do it. Don't just sit there and think you're gonna do it. But that's that. We're feeling pretty good. A nice, relaxing Sunday really for the rest of the day. A little bit of work to go and do after this. Get an Instagram post up and then go out with Em somewhere and find something to do. As it is good weather, we may just go for a walk somewhere, or I don't know, we'll see what she wants to do. She's had a rest day from training today, as she was feeling a little beat up, so I told her just take the extra rest day. That's another thing, I think if you are in the off season, you are just pretty beat up from training, there's no harm in taking an extra rest day at all. Sometimes less is more, so I'll leave you with that. But thanks for watching. Prep's heating up, not long to go now. If there's a specific video, a specific element of my prep you want to know or see more about, please do comment down below. Please DM me book recommendations and game recommendations. I genuinely am intrigued for the sum. So yeah, catch you next one. Thanks for watching.